I, yeah,
You want to?
honey, Valentine's and going in a hot air balloon is something I just didn't expect.
Well, I just wanted to surprise you, and I've used this phrase so many times that since I've met you, you've just taken me to new heights, and I thought, well, gosh darn it, what better than a hot air balloon ride for my sweetie, taking me to new heights?
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, you know, I don't even like to stand on a step stool because it gets me
Oh,
anxious.
I've never noticed that.
Well, it's because I never step on a step stool when I'm around you. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, you know, um, and I appreciate that you spent all this money and there's wine up there or champagne and I just
And it's the good stuff too. It's
oh,
not,
Freeze. Uh, David, it's the good stuff. You know, I found it in the bottom of the drawer. I thought it was all gone.
oh my God. The whiteout that we were using
Yeah,
was horrible.
yeah.
Thank God. We've got, I mean, since you spelled the Valentine wrong and we've had
Ah,
to use all that whiteout,
I
I'm
know.
I'm just I'm glad you found the good stuff because it'll make the Valentines prettier
Yeah, I
for all
I
the
just
kids.
I rushed it and I spelled it wrong somehow, but my heart is in the right place.
Oh yeah. And now your whiteout is in the right place too.
Yeah, I guess Valentine with a Y just didn't quite work, huh?
Well,
It could be a
yeah.
new a new look.
Valentine with a new look. Instead of a heart, it's it's a liver.
The liver is one of the most underappreciated organs in in our whole body. And
I
and
know.
given the year we've been through,
I know.
the purification that the liver provides, you're onto something.
I
You are
think
totally
so.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. And just I mean it can be just simple, just
Well, it's so much easier to draw. Remember when you were a
yes.
kid trying to draw like a heart? I mean, a liver is just kind of a blob. So
Yeah.
I think you've got something there. Uh,
I
I,
know. Yeah. And I think, like you said, everything going on this is big, okay? And I want to make a line of cards with a picture of livers on it.
oh my goodness. And you know what? I mean, liver strengthens the iron. So you could build in like muscles that focusing on the liver will give you strong muscles. And we all need to be strong during these
Oh, yeah. And I want to keep women empowerment. So we could do like, the
right.
women, the one arm, I love
Yeah,
you.
yeah. The
I don't
the
want to
the
say I
rose
love you with
of
all my
river.
heart. We could say I love you with all my liver.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're on board? Do you
Oh,
want to invest in my company?
I am totally on board.
So I am totally on board. I I think that the most fabulous thing would be to take a balloon ride over the thing. And you're saying that now you're going to sign me up for a Valentine package for like the whole decade? Like every
Something.
year we can do this?
Yes, and you and your loved one will really enjoy the other spectacular things that we've got planned. It's the whole package. It's hang gliding, it's ballooning, it's base jumping.
Oh my God.
Yes, I know that she'll really love it.
Oh, she will love this. This is so great. Now, let me just ask you. I don't mean to be a, you know, a
Nervous Nelly.
downy Danny or something,
Oh,
but
okay.
you know, is this transferable? Like, let's just say that, a couple of years go by and, the just doesn't really work out. Is it okay for me to bring someone else? I mean, I'm not locked into, I don't want to spend the next decade going up in an air balloon with somebody that just hates me, if you know what I mean.
Oh, right. Oh, by all means. And that would be very dangerous. We actually require premarital counseling sessions before we let a new couple up into the balloon.
Really?
Well, there have been accidents, if you know what I mean.
Freeze. There have been accidents. We were reading the Kama Sutra and trying all these new positions. And I sprained a muscle I didn't even know I could sprain.
That's why we always recommend the pre-Kama Sutra yoga exercises. Did you not follow those directions?
Just kind of cut to the chase there. We were kind of in the mood, if you know what I mean. And I don't know, standing on my head just didn't seem to work out too well.
Fortunately, we can sell you the ibuprofen and heating pad supplement to the Kama Sutra. We use it an awful lot here in the Coachella Valley.
Yeah, I mean, some of that stuff I'm not sure is really humanly possible, but it was fun trying until we both fell off the bed, and it was embarrassing.
Well, that's again why we suggest that you go in the order of difficulty. Don't you can flip to chapter 13 right away.
You can flip to chapter 13 right away. You can skip everything else, and that's how I became a doctor.
Really? Well, yeah. So the first 12 chapters really weren't even in the test?
Not necessary. I'm now doing my internship and getting my hours.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, imagine that.
Yeah.
And really, and you don't feel like you've missed anything, like what is a artery or a liver or anything like that?
Well, look, I watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy repeats, so I'm kind of up on everything anyway. I kind of know, I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I recommend the same thing. It's going to literally cut about a year and a half off of your education, and it's going to cost you a lot less when you have to pay back your loan.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's amazing. Will you be my Valentine?
I'll be your liver.
That's even better.
Well, I'll tell you, here's the big thing. When they ask for, like, you need to take like their vitals, that's where it gets a little tricky. That's when you have the assistant take care of all that.
That's when you have the assistant take care of all that stuff. The assistant, well, in my case, a woman assistant, would get me all kind of worked up, and then we would just cut to the chase. We just jump right into it. So you want to try that?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, when I paid you, because I said that I was a 58-year-old virgin, I didn't think that I was going to get your assistant.
Oh, I'm going to be there. It's just the assistant does kind of the warm up act. You know what I mean? Gets you kind of fluffed up and.
Well, see, I'm agoraphobic, and so I don't leave my house, and I don't want to be around a lot of people. So
Well, I don't
having
care what religion you are. It's okay with me.
oh, I just don't want more than one person in the room with me at the same time. Can
Oh,
we just kind of go with each other and not your
okay.
assistant?
All right. Well, I have to put a little more charge on the thing,
That's
but
okay.
yeah,
That's
we
fine.
can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Here's the thing.
mm,
I my fear, it's not the sex part.
mm.
It's it's the intimacy.
It's not the sex part, but the intimacy. I just really don't like people getting to know me. That's why I wear this hood at all times.
Well, I can certainly understand intimacy is a very, very tricky subject. And fortunately, the hood looks very good on you. It is very, very becoming.
Oh, well,
But
thank.
tell me, how do you when you are in the bedroom with the other person,
Mm.
what is the conversation about the hood?
Oh, there is no conversation. I text them in advance and I tell them, I tell them, you know, if you want some down and dirty, you know, I can do it all. I mean, I've studied the Kama Sutra, you know, from beginning to end. I will pleasure, you know, you, I don't care, man, woman, it doesn't matter. But I don't want to look, I don't want you looking in my face.
So
It's
so both of you as individuals wear the hood.
well, you know, he or she can be there. I just don't want them looking at me
I
or
see.
finding anything out about me.
I just don't want anyone to find out about me. I, I don't have my papers to be here in the United States, so I've got to be under the radar.
Well, that's why I brought you this whole disguise kit. I have been studying facial reconstruction and the things that we can do, even with your head shape. It's amazing. No one, not even your mother, will recognize you.
So, and you'll be able to get me a passport and everything with the new reconstruction.
Oh, absolutely. Here's the book. Take a look at the identities that you want, and we can adjust your new identity based on those photos rather than the other way around.
Well, here's one. It's chapter 13.
Mm,
Oh,
mm-hmm,
I like that. I like the look. It
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, the head's kind of shaped like a liver. Is that? It's not. It doesn't. Do you think people?
Oh, let me tell you, livers are going to be the new facial shape. And all the hairdressers, you know how they like, do you have a heart shaped face? Do you have a round face? Now, the new fad for 2021 is going to be, do you have a liver shaped face? And
Oh my God, girl, your hair, your head. I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but your head is liver shaped. And that is like the new black. Okay. Everybody is wanting to go liver shape, especially for the Valentine's Day festivities. It is going to be like, oh my God, it's going to be everywhere. I mean, not only are all the, standard hearts and everything, but everyone's going to have liver shaped hair.
Wow. I wonder if I could have like a little garnish of onions, like on the side or something.
Oh, now,
Like a fascinator sort of.
Well, now you don't want to be cutesy, okay? That's the thing, because livers are serious, because they bring iron into the blood and all that. They're very serious. But now that doesn't mean that we can't get away with some whimsy.
Oh,
okay. I just don't want to get cutesy. Okay, so
okay. All right. Well,
okay.
All right.
Now, what about now? I mean, this is kind of taking some of the old stuff, but I was thinking about I'm going to cut your hair and then I'm going to like wrap your head in like one of those like one of the lace doilies that you make put on the bottom of the cookies and things, so it's like we're serving your liver shaped head. How does that sound?
Kind of nauseating, actually.
I want you to know it's kind of nauseating, actually.
Well,
what we are selling is pastrami sandwiches and liver and onions for our special today. But the liver is a little nauseating today.
but the liverwurst, I cut them into little heart shapes. I know people wanted liver shapes, but I'm still old fashioned. So I got the heart shape and then we put it on the sandwich, and a little rye, a little mayo, a little mustard. What do you think, boss?
I'm glad that I hired a goy because I'm so close to this. I can't
I'm not a
think
guy, I'm a
straight.
girl.
Ugh. And with a humor too. I want you should know, don't put mayonnaise on the sandwich. Mustard, yes, not the mayonnaise. That's not, Jews don't eat
Why?
mayonnaise.
Oh my God, that's an all-American thing, mayonnaise.
No,
It's a food group.
that's the dairy food group. I understand. Oy, I'm telling you.
What?
But,
no mayo and what?
well, let me tell you, you've been here for 7 months. You're a very good cook here in our deli. And I want to give you a raise for Valentine's.
Oh my God. Well, that just really makes my little heart-shaped liver thump harder, I tell you.
You've been
That's
very
very
good.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm glad that they are doing a prison program, that they let you out to come to our delicatessen to cook for us. I thought, oh, you're going to cook slop. I didn't think you could catch on, but you did. You're doing very well
Well,
here in our
I
deli.
was a very fancy chef before I murdered my entire crew, and that didn't go over too
Yeah,
well.
that's not good. But
No.
I'm glad they're giving you second chance.
Yeah, I have a second chance. And I also am moonlighting as the erotica police. And I want to talk to you about last night. I watched you through your window.
You watched me and Herbert?
Yeah. Sheesh. I thought he'd never take off those high-rise pants.
Don't tell no one. No one. No one in our congregation should know at the Bethlehem Shamil
Keep spitting
is
on me, for God's
sorry.
sake.
No
Oh.
one should know. Okay.
No one should know at the Bethlehem Shamil. Yes.
Well, I should say no one should know. Go ahead.
Well, someone accidentally put liver wurst with mayonnaise on the food service table. It is terrible.
I hope there were closed cameras. Whoever did that should die. They should be strung up by their two big toes and pulled apart like taffy. That is a sacrilege.
I hear that an entire catering team was killed and the head chef went to prison where he learned to make actually liver sandwiches.
But not with mayo.
But not with mayo.
Oh, that is a sin against nature and against good taste.
So I'm going to go and see what I can do about fixing this. But I'll tell you, I wanted you to know because I wanted to secretly get you alone just so I could say, Happy Valentine's Day, my little boobala. You're the cutest little liver eater ever.
Oh.
you made this little liver Valentine all by your own hands?
Yes.
And you put the little doilies around it, and,
Yes.
and you drew it with the maroon pencil. Oh, my little boobala. Oh.
And the liver never this liver never touched mayonnaise.
Oh, good. Thank God for this.
And it's
Okay.
seen.
Yeah.